Good afternoon, or good evening, shall I say, and welcome to Spotlight. So today I'm in the studio, and I've been trying to get hold of this fella for a few whiles, and we've had a good relationship over the short period of time we've known each other. He's the king of YouTube, or say for the watch-alongs, definitely is the king of that, and I've got to respect him for that, and so should you as well. And I'm going to bring him in now, and it's my good old friend, the Yeti.
Woohoo!
How are you, mate? Yeah, yourself? All good?
I'm good, mate. I'm good. Cheers for having me on. Appreciate it massively, and the comments you just made about the YouTube and everything. And yeah, I'm good. I'm just watching all these people outside of the football season, trying to find every little way to get a video out, get some pennies. And I'm half tempted actually to start putting stories out there. Change my account on Twitter, like the Arsenal fan in the toilet in the centre. Get myself a blue tick and just say things like, "Oh, Saka's stubbed his toe," just to see if anybody actually does a video on it.
You can just see it coming there, can't you? The money rolling in.
Mm-hmm.
There's a few people already bounced in on the chat, so let's just say hello to these people as always. Good evening, Carl. How we doing, mate?
Good Carl, to see you, bro.
Evening, Tony Yeti. See Budgie. Evening, I always have a look. I was saying like him in there. Evening, Jack. How you doing? Good to see you, mate.
Jack.
And good evening to usual suspect. Moyes is behind all of this, spiteful to the very end. Yes, yes. Seeing it come through as well. We're just talking about that usual with old Paqueta. Big up Stephanie. Big up Tony. Legends. Yes, we are indeed. Even get my teeth in. Legends even. So basically, obviously, people in the chat, if you're not already used to what I do here at Spotlight, I'm going to basically ask a series of questions. And as we get to the end of the questions, we'll then get you guys to ask him anything you want to, basically, within reason, obviously, anything out towards and that, obviously it's not going to be aired. But please keep it mindful, keep it respectful, and we'll go from there. Hi, Joan. How are we doing?
Big up, Joe. Big up, everybody.
Asa says the loveliest things about you, Yeti.
He does, mate. I've just seen it. Yeah, he's not wrong. To be fair, he ain't wrong.
Well, you're a year older now, so I suppose we can class you as an old git now.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thanks, Joanne. Yeah, what a lovely surprise to have your show. No, it's good. So just saying it, and obviously, congratulations to Joanne. Lost 2.5 pounds this week.
Nice.
Well
Check
done.
Down the sofa.
Yeah,
down there.
So, first question to you, mate. Just tell me about yourself.
About myself? Well, basically, just an ordinary dude, bit of a funny guy, comedy and all that kind of stuff, as you probably know right now. And, like my drink, like my cigarettes, obviously, because that's not hidden anywhere, is it, really? And I've never really been asked about myself. I'm just a loyal, sort of honest type of person that just tells it the way it is, and I'm not worried about what anybody thinks about that. That makes no difference to me whatsoever. If you get offended, then that's on you, not me. I said it. You got offended to it. That's your problem. Yeah, and I'm just, like I say, just a straight up guy. Forest fan. Been a Forest fan for years and years and years and years since first time I read about all the what we've done in the past and all that kind of stuff. I got kind of addicted to it. Started out an Everton fan because that's kind of all that was on the TV at the time. So I developed a real hate for Liverpool, obviously, like in Everton. So yeah, other than that, a YouTuber. enjoy what I do. It's really good fun and that, and a gamer as well, and watch a load of movies, and just generally be an all-round prick. To be fair, I'm very much like Mr. Clough, my hero.
Yeah,
He would listen to me and he'd probably say shut the fuck up. To be fair, and I probably would as well. To be honest, not many people would get me to do that, but he probably would. And and he would probably appreciate the fact that I say it as it is and speak it straight down the line.
absolutely, mate. And we love you for that. Stephanie's asking, yeah, is your surname Clough?
It should be definitely. I've been
And
told it a few times.
As usual, Anthony's got a question for you.
Well, yeah, I mean that's another thing I've been told a few times, so that was perfect timing. One bit of advice I will give you guys, if you drink Corona Extra, yeah, leave it in the freezer, let it cool, but don't leave it in the freezer and start playing Football Manager because I've got three that are that frozen. They could, if the Titanic hit it, it'd be going down again.
Evening, Henry. Good to see you. Evening, Tony. And Yeti, he's saying, obviously, yeah, hi, chat. Budgie's saying, I'll tell you something about Yeti. He's one of the most honest and open people on YouTube. Always brings good attitude to the screen. 100% on that. We're full in agreement.
Big up, Budgie, mate. I hope you will.
So your next one I'm going to ask you. You said years and years.
Mm.
You're going to show your age there, mate.
Well, I mean, I already shown it when I said I was 51 the other day, but, fair enough. But I've been supporting Forest for what? I mean, I can't remember exact dates, mate. There's been a lot of drugs, a lot of drink, and a lot of everything else going on since then. But basically, it's like I say, I started off by watching the TV, read all about Forest and everything. It's probably from about 10, 15 years old, I would say, around there. And then I managed to get to my first game. I can't remember. I can only remember one part of it, and you'll understand why I remember that part.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it was against West Ham youth team, which is funny. I think Moncur was in the team at the time.
Okay.
There was a few of them that actually became something that actually was in that team as well. And I remember a tackle from Stuart Pearce, and you actually heard the other guy's leg break.
Oof. Wow.
You actually heard that in the crowd, and that was kind of, and that was obviously the point where I went, this is my guy. This is my fucking left back. You know what I mean?
100%. Yeah. We had the fun left.
100%.
You had him, and obviously we had Julian Dix. So
yes, yeah, you did, yeah.
So imagine that usual suspect. Will Paqueta be allowed to play for?
I mean, I won't want to be the kind of person that says I like dicks, but I mean, if that's what you want to do, that's entirely up to you, mate.
you heard it live. Big up, Del Boy. What's the crack, lads? Yeah, absolutely, mate.
Big up, Del Boy.
Afternoon, Arsenal Manic.
Big up, Mama.
Everton fan.
Yeah, that's how I started out.
Yeah, we've seen that, Henry. We've seen that. Hello, Mama Flossie, and that. Obviously, along with Carl, one of our best moderators on YouTube, without a doubt.
I used to be a massive England fan as well until I actually grew some intelligence and then decided to drop that load of bollocks.
Yeah, I think we both agree on that one. So, question for your next one: what actually influenced you to support Forest? I mean, obviously, you said Everton first of all, because you said obviously there, but we said about. Was there anything else apart from obviously, hearing the bone crack in the distance?
Yeah. Well, obviously reading all the history and stuff. I'm answering these questions before you even asking me. Obviously reading all the history, and I got this book and I was reading through that, and I'd love to have had like the internet at that time because I would have just been on it all the time. The thing is, one of the main reasons that I support Forest is I fucking love the badge. I've never quite understood why people support teams that you're never going to get to see because they're too far away and all this, that, and the other. And probably another reason why I chose Forest was probably a major one, is because all my family, all my family, the Flamleys, are actually county fans. So it was kind of a rebellious thing going. I mean, I know it's not like me at all to
Well, I was going to
be
say, you know,
rebellious, but
how that's unheard
yeah.
of. Definitely unheard of. You rebellious? Never.
Yeah. So it was kind of that, really. It was kind of the rebellion thing. It was like, fuck. I mean, I've never minded County, to be honest. Don't tell them that, because as far as they know, they think I hate them. But and I like to keep that one going. So, but yeah, it's pretty much that. But the badge, man, I just love the badge, and then
Mm.
the stories, and then the European Cup. I mean, it's such an amazing thing to have, to win it 2 times on the bounce.
Yeah,
It's
definitely
phenomenal,
that.
mate. It's
Yeah,
phenomenal.
brilliant. You know, absolutely superb feeling.
And pretty much with a team of nobodies as well.
Mm. Yeah, that's true.
I mean, you've got to look at it that way as well, and that just shows just what an amazing man Clough was. I was watching the '99 thing on Amazon about the treble when Man United won
Oh
the
yeah,
treble.
yeah.
And I've got to say, Alex Ferguson as well is amazing. He was also an amazing manager. That's a great series. Watch that if you get a chance.
Yeah, I will do, mate. I will do.
Mm.
Oh, what's happened here? There you go. There's a few questions to be asked you. There's some obviously Anthony with
Yeah,
his usual.
I've just seen one.
Yeah, how many times you watch Pornhub? Twat.
To be honest, it'd be better me telling you how often I don't.
Yeah. While we're doing this show, I'm not watching it at the moment.
It's on in the background now. I've just turned the volume down.
There you go. Joan's asking us a question to you. She says, "Who's your all-time favourite Nottingham Forest player?" We will come to a question like that as well.
All-time favourite. Well, I mean, I'm not like most people. I don't just have one. Obviously, Stuart Pearce is my favourite, 100%. Or 100% captain, absolute quality captain. Put everything out on the pitch. Exactly what I love in a footballer. You can have all the skills you want, but you've got to have those players that get stuck in. Like your dicks. But I mean, at the end of the day, they are my favourite players. But midfielder don't really sort of have one major. Probably say maybe Keane, but I think we played him more in a striking role anyway.
Yeah.
And forward, it's got to be Stan Collymore. Stan Collymore was just fucking. He was different class. I mean, I went to a match. It was against Bolton. I think he'd just come back from suspension because he was always on suspension anyway.
Yeah.
And it was the first time I got to see him live. And he came on at half time, and I shouted, "Come on, Stan! First touch!" This fucking twat behind me. But them warm things,
Oh, I
them
know. Yeah.
like spray can things, fucking set it off right in me fucking ear hole. I could hardly fucking hear anything. Sort of turned round to him and I said, "I'll ram that up your fucking arse if you do that again." And basically, then Collymore scores pretty much first touch, and then got sent off for punching someone in the face. Typical Stan, really.
Yeah, I was going to say, yeah. What I'm going to do, there's some questions being fired through. I'm going to start on for the moment and get them coming up at the end, basically.
Mm.
Stuart Pearce was a hard bastard. Took no prisoners. Quality player, absolutely.
Oh, awesome! He's awesome.
I must admit, I liked it when he came to us as well. That was brilliant to watch that as well.
When he got his penalty, when he missed his penalty for England,
Oh,
and
mate.
then he had the other chance and got it. The fucking passion in his face
What a difference.
when he got that, when that went in. Fucking just a different play. He played for you guys as well, didn't he?
He did, yeah.
Yeah, he did. He did good for you guys.
And of course, then he came on the coaching staff as well.
Mm.
It's a bit of a shame.
I suppose every player slums it eventually, don't they? Going to West Ham.
So the next question I'll ask you is this: what is your best highlight from Forest?
From Forest, I tell you what, it's a really strange one. I mean, obviously, like the promotion and all that kind of stuff, but the one that really sticks in my mind, and it is a really strange one. I was in the ground at the time, and we was losing to Leicester 2-1. I know we always say, "Oh, we don't care about Leicester. Derby's our main rivals," which they are. But it was like a really tough game. and we actually managed to score. The game was just about to be finished, and Jack Lester, if I remember right, managed to score to just get us a draw. And the feeling was just fucking immense. It was absolutely immense, honestly. I mean, I would say obviously the European Cup winning and all that, but the thing, I weren't there because I was
Yeah.
fucking 7 years old, and this is back in a time when parents weren't like what they are nowadays. Oh yeah, yeah, I'll go so I can get on fucking Twitter and start shagging everybody down the fucking road. You know, I mean, this was back there. There's no way, and my mum and dad weren't into football anyway. So obviously they're massive. They are absolutely massive. A lot of the cup wins are massive as well. And you know, so I mean, there's a lot of times that I've watched Forest, which I've been amazed. Probably every single Stan Collymore goal, every single fucking Stuart Pearce chackle, every fucking Stuart Pearce tackle. You know, those kind of things. They're the kind of things that that fucking float my boat.
Yeah, the stick in
When
your head, don't
when we got in Europe as well. I mean, that's a funny one. A funny one that I'll never get made, that I'll never forget, is Jason Lee in Europe. Runs all the way up the pitch, dribbling. Oh, mate, look at the control. Look at the control. Gets near the goal and fucking trips over the fucking ball. Never seen nothing like that in all my fucking days. Honestly.
What an exceptional player. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes for the wrong reasons.
Mm.
Oh, brilliant, mate.
Oh,
Thanks, Ross.
pineapple head.
Yeah, do you remember that?
Do you remember that one? That where he's like on the line. That guy could miss goals like I've never seen in my fucking life. Honestly, he's on the line. Ball comes to him. He hits his knee, and he's on the line, and it goes over the fucking bar. You can never do that again, surely.
I had a player like that, funny enough, 3 yards out, and all of a sudden he hit a fucking plane out the sky. Really, it was unbelievable. Next question to ask you is this one. You know, if you've said your best highlights, obviously, is what is your worst moment from Forest?
Oh, that's got to be when we got relegated down to League One. Oh, well, there's two really. There's two really. There's obviously the relegation from the Premier League because that was Clough's last season, and someone was saying on a channel on a show the other day, and I totally agree with. Sometimes you can just stay too long, you know. And me personally, I think Clough stayed too long that last season. He didn't deserve to see what he saw with him going down in that respect. Not with how ill he was anyway. And the other one for me has got to be that last game of the season when we got relegated, playing Plymouth. Absolutely fucking shocking. We was absolute fucking rubbish. We all sat there singing, "You're not fit to wear the shirts." You did notice what I did there, didn't you?
Yeah.
The game finished and we was all still there,
Yeah.
even though it was fucking awful. We weren't walking out like these fucking pieces of shit, supposed fucking fans nowadays. You know, walking out like with 70 minutes to go and stuff like that. We stayed till the end because at the end of the day, if the team didn't perform, we let them know. We didn't like just, if you leave, then the fans just go, oh, well, I'm annoyed, but anyway, never mind. I'll go to the nightclub and get fucking pissed. We actually stayed and told them, and the players actually fucking noticed that as well. And actually,
fair play.
I think if I remember right, they put shirts on saying we're not fit to wear the shirt. If I remember right.
If they did that, that's class for one. As you know, Carl's alluded as well, isn't it? As fans should, stay through thick or thin. Simple as that, really.
100%. I'd love to go back there, mate. I'd love to be able to go back and watch these fucking games. Seriously.
So, people in the chat, you know, I have started your questions. I will be asking you at the end after I've gone for the questions. I'm going to give him first of all.
Another worst moment as well was when Keane kissed the fucking badge.
Oh, yeah.
Because I knew that were it. As soon as he did that, I was like, fuck's sake, he's gone.
He's gone, hasn't he? So, another question I'm going to ask you is this one. If you had the chance to talk to any player or manager, what would your main question you'll ask them?
Well, it'd probably be Cluffy, to be honest with you. And I'd say, listen here, young man, I can manage this club better. No, I wouldn't say that. But I don't know. I'd probably speak to Cluffy. I'd probably want to find out kind of what happened with the sort of Stuart Pearce situation, because he did allude to some of it in his book, and he kind of does say something at the end of the book, which I'd have to ask him that as well, because he said his love was Derby, and that kind of annoys me. So I'd have to say, listen here, young man. You cannot love Derby, otherwise you can get out. You can get out with the rest of them. That's what I'd say.
Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Then on to the next one of that one. Obviously, you got a decent owner at the moment. But if you could become the owner, what would you do and why?
Well, I certainly wouldn't be moving the ground. I've seen a lot of teams moving the ground all the time, and I've not seen good things come from it. Not saying I've not seen like winning stuff, but I don't like the way it affects the fans and all that kind of stuff, because there is massive history in your ground and things. So that would be my first thing, to actually make sure we keep the ground, make sure we build the ground up. Because if you actually look at it, how far it is to the Trent, it's not that close. It's not
No.
that close, to be honest. And let's face it. Look, if I was in the Trent end and we win another European Cup, and at that point the Trent end falls in the fucking River Trent, I'm good. I've seen what I need to see. So I don't need to be alive anymore anyway.
Yeah, bye-bye.
We just go, yeah. Fucking, it'd be like, if Alton Towers could get a ride like that, they probably fucking would do. But yeah, I mean, it's that's pretty much what I would do. I think to be honest, what we're doing with the owners at the moment, I'd definitely be keeping an eye on the finances. Because I mean, I'm hearing now. I don't know whether it's true or not. All these bollocks rumours that goes around, but apparently we could be in for like 60 mil or something. Somebody was saying the other day. I don't know what that's actually all about. In trouble by 60 mil. So we might even get more charges than fucking Man City. One thing you can
Wow.
guarantee, though, they'll sort that out straight away.
Yeah,
But
of course.
I would make sure, I would pretty much make sure that Brian Clough is made centre stage of every single game. There'd be fans that'd be clapping at certain times of every single game for the man, for him, and also Peter Taylor, because what they did for this club
Yeah.
and where they put us. I mean, let's face it. If we didn't have the European Cups, what could I say to Jez? What could I say to Lee Gunner?
It's
I
true.
wouldn't have anything. So they gave me that, to be able to go, fuck you, where's your stars, mate?
Absolutely superb. Budgie's turn said, "You've asked my question with a broader range. So apologies, Budgie." He said he's going to think of another one. No worries, mate. And only 10 minutes ago. So yeah, we'll come back to the next one anyway. This is going to be a hard one for you. Well, maybe not. Name your 5 all-time players at your club.
5 all-time players. Well, obviously, like I've said, Robertson's one. Peter Shilton's one, for definite. I would say Collymore is definitely one for me anyway. I mean, everybody has their own difference of opinion.
Yeah.
Trevor Francis obviously got to be there as
Yeah.
well, because I mean he scored the goal that got us the European Cup. And third one, I would probably say, well, I mean he was a player, so I'm going to say Brian Clough.
Superb choices, mate. I like that. Anthony Europe. Breaking news: Eddie Nketiah will be a Forest player by the 1st of July, according to Sky Sports. 25 mil. Yeah.
Breaking legs, Anthony.
What would you say you're most proud of?
To be honest, I'm most proud of the fact that I stick by everything I say. and I say a lot of people say they're real, and it proves down the line that they're not. And I am 100% real, always have been. So I'm proud of myself for that, because sometimes it's very difficult to be that way. You do get like quite a lot of adversity, and I just say, well, sit on that middle finger, mate, because at the end of the day, I know for a fact that when I go, on my gravestone will be lived by the sword, died by the sword, and that's 100% what I'm mainly proud of. Obviously, the YouTube community that I built as well. Massively proud of that, because I never expected any of it. I expected to just sort of, I didn't even know if I was going to take to it, to be quite honest with you. And to have people, that I've known all my life, like watch one or two of the shows and go, you know what, you're really good at that. And I was like, well, it's just one of those things, isn't it? So I'm massively proud about that, but I'm massively proud about who I am.
Yeah, totally agree on that. And if anyone says anything different on that, I think there's be a multitude of people that answer that back with a most positive answer that on the entire planet. Because you are a real one, and for one, I'm pleased to, and I think the chat as well. We're all pleased to know you, mate. 100%.
Yeah, thanks, man.
Good evening, Luke. How you doing? Good evening, guys. Saying like each other. I remember everybody's saying dinner's over, so you can join the chat now. Good. That's what I like to hear.
Just give me 1 second, Jez.
No.
Jez.
Oh,
but you all, it's because you're bold, mate. It's because everybody who's bold is Jez. I'm sorry, mate, but it's just the way it goes. I'll catch you in a minute.
No worries, mate. Absolutely cool. Certified real one. Definitely. Most definitely. So obviously, guys, like I said, I've started some questions you've already put on here and that. If you've got anything else, start putting it into the chat, and I will start, and we will come back to him once I finish the questions with him. So yeah, we were just saying earlier on, I don't know if you see it as well. Yep, Paqueta. So finally, the FA have charged him over certain betting games. What's your views on that, people in the chat? Let's hear what you've got to say about that. Expectations for next season? Well, finally, it's been announced. The best kept secret. Julian Lopetegui is now manager. I think we've got to wait and see in certain respects. I think he's going to bring a different dimension to the club. If it involves the youth setup, it's going to be good to see it. Also, why we got rid of all the coaching staff apart from 2 Spanish coaches. So that in itself tells you something. So it should be quite interesting to see what Lopetegui's style is going to be. How much the club's going to back him for one, if they're going to do that, and obviously what we're going to buy in. So the rumour mill is going to be rife now, so that'll be quite interesting. Ask him why he thinks he's a prick. I'll start that one as well. And that one. Let's get ready for the next one.
Okay, I'm back. I'm just sorting a ciggy out.
Not a problem at all, mate. Can you see Emma's back into Europe next season? Possibly with Lopetegui. It all depends on what players we buy. We definitely need a striker for one, winger, defenders. A few other things.
I'm not having a shit.
Yes.
It's not catching, mate. It's not catching.
Oh, man. Your next question, then. I mean, obviously, you've alluded to a little bit, but let's have a bit more. And we're happy that you are in this world. What inspired you to do YouTube?
Basically, I like to I wanted to create a space where I could sort of like not educate, but just sort of like explain to people kind of what's going on in the world and things like that. And it's kind of I kind of hid it behind the being about forest and all that kind of stuff. Because as you know, when I start going off, I start going off when I'm doing the watch-alongs and all that kind of stuff. And as soon as it gets onto that, that's like the main aim of it. I've had a YouTube channel for a good while actually, and I've been meaning to sort of start it up again at some point. And yeah, I mean, like I say, I didn't really know whether it would take off or not.
Mm.
My bro and has always said, you know what, you have some epic rants. You need to sort of like have a platform where everyone can hear them, because I mean he's always in tears when I start going off on something. And yeah, so it was just that really. My love of forest, seeing other people do it, like the Lee Gunners, and being on with Door on Tour at one point and all that kind of stuff,
Yeah.
and just realizing, you can actually just do this. I disagree with a lot of people that say it's hard work. I think I've had a lot of hard jobs in my life, and I think this is probably one of the easiest ones I've ever done. So I think that's bollocks. And when people tend to start saying things like that, it's because they're saying, "Give me money because I work hard for you."
Mm.
And I'm sorry, I just don't buy that. But that's just me.
No, I think I agree with yourself. It's all about engagement, isn't it, at the end of the day, like we're
Mm.
doing now, like we do with the chat. I mean, that's the thing for me, and
Yeah,
and
and
just having a general chat and have a
I've met
laugh.
I've met some awesome people as well doing it, which probably I wouldn't have met beforehand. So I think everybody sort of helps along each other.
Yeah.
Brought people into the community like yourself and not fuzz and that, and everyone just helps each other and sort of works through it and just tries to to offer like entertainment to people. I mean, at the minute, I mean, the Arsenal lot are fucking ridiculous. I mean, doing the same show every fucking day, saying exactly the same thing. But, if it makes you a few pennies, then why not?
Mm. No, I agree on that. That's good. I mean, obviously, they said when you was away booking in the Carlsberg delivery. Here he goes. Look, he started YouTube because he's an Anthony Herbert fan. That's what he told me.
Nah, mate, I'm not a fan of pricks. Sorry, mate. Well, I think I've already covered that, to be honest.
Which will be achieved faster? West Ham winning the Prem or Tony getting 1K subs? Probably West Ham winning the Prem, I'd say. Do you do this full time? If I can ask that, we'll ask that one as we're talking about YouTube at the moment.
Well, I mean, I don't do it full time. I just do it. That's one of the good things about this. I do it when I feel like doing it, basically. It's only the watch-alongs that are like definite things that always happen, that kind of thing. But would I do it full time? Yeah, of course I would.
Yeah, and as we said earlier, king of the watch-alongs, and long may
Yeah.
that reign. And it is lovely your comments there. So, I'm going to come to my last question before we're going to get a few questions for us from the chat itself. If you were stuck on a desert island, what three people would you like to be stuck with? And I know you don't like people, so probably bugger all basically.
I was just going to say that, but I fucking can't stand people. Why the fuck would I want to be stuck with them? I'll tell you what, I'd only want three people there so that if I ever decide to swim home, I've got ones that I can fucking leave to the sharks while I get away. But I don't know. I mean, it's Nostradamus is an interesting one to me because I've always sort of read into like all the stuff that he's done and things like that. So Nostradamus would definitely be one that I'd like to be stuck with. A really hot chick with cracking tits, and I wanted to bang every now and then. You've got to have that, and make sure she is a chick and not got a penis, obviously. But yeah. So other than that, uh, I'd say Brian Clough, but I think we'd probably get on each other's nerves, to be quite honest with you. Can you imagine it?
Fights every
Can you
day.
imagine it? Oh, no, one definitely Rick Mail.
Oh, mate. Yeah, what a
Rick Mail,
choice.
I love Rick Mail.
What a choice.
Mm,
Laugh each other to death.
mm.
What a choice.
Jimmy Savile, so I can drown the bastard.
There's a few things here. So she Eddie say it was funny when Yeti spat out his beer on the show. Yeah, I think that's got to be the clip shot of the year. I think that one definitely. Big up E Ross, big up
You
gentlemen.
owe me a beer, Anthony.
E Toss in the building.
Hey, Toss. Yeah, I called him that the other day.
Oh, did you? I think he's getting you back for the three people on the island with you, Eddie and Ketia, Miko and Stan Kroenke.
Oh, yeah, right, yeah. Yeah.
The crew of Red Dwarf.
You'll do anything to get rid of them, won't you? Trying to stick them on island with me now.
Anthony Hubert saying Susan Boyle.
No, mate. No. Well, actually, I will need something to set fire to keep warm.
And Eros is saying Rick Mail, that arsehole that played Drop Dead Fred.
Love him, man. Fucking loved him.
So there's a few questions like a clip. So let's start off with the first one. No, we've already done that one. So Joanne's coming with a question for you. Who's your all-time favourite Nottingham Forest player? Which we've already covered that anyway.
Yeah.
As usual from Anthony, I was told your real name is Gordon. Is this true? And can we have a VIA check on this?
I do swear a lot, so it could be Gordon, like Gordon Ramsay, I suppose.
And obviously, question for you, if you could check the Brian Clough for 1 hour, what would you ask him? I think we already covered that one as well, but that's a good question still. I mean, for me, as I said when I did Uncle Rod's on this show, for me,
you did him on the show.
Live as well. Live as well.
Was that on YouTube or OnlyFans?
Shh! I'm not supposed to let that one out.
But that's what he said.
Oh right. Now for me, it'd be like John Lyle, because I know, can you think his career ended early when he got a knee injury, and Ron Greenwood got him onto the coaching, and they were sitting in a car park for hours and hours, just literally talking football. The knowledge just from that alone kind of thing, I think that would be brilliant. He was just love that movie. Now, is that aimed at me or is that aimed at Yeti? If you could buy any player from West Ham, for you, if you could buy any player from West Ham, who would you buy?
Oh, mate, I think it's pretty obvious, to be honest. It's between two anyway. Kudos or Bowen. I'd say Bowen, actually.
Yeah.
Definitely Bowen. I mean, the fact that that guy must be like so loyal to you guys that you.
100%. Yeah.
He's just class. He's just absolute class. Do like that guy.
Funny enough, you did, because Anthony asked this one. Can you do your Brian Clough impression? But you've already done that as well.
I've already done it, young man.
If we can have the numbers for tomorrow night, Yeti, as well, please, it'd be greatly appreciated.
Numbers for tomorrow night.
Well, you've got this vision. You seem to know the answers before the questions even fired at you. You know.
I know. Yeah. Mate, if I had them, I'd use them myself.
Apart from Cloughie, who's your favourite manager and why?
Apart from Cloughie, I like Paul Hart. He had he got us a really good team going. Got into the playoffs. I remember I was in Portugal at the time watching the playoffs. We lost Dawson to a stupid fucking decision against Sheffield United, which is kind of where the hate kind of started with us. And we got knocked out. But the way he had us playing at that time was absolutely fucking awesome.
Mm.
Some of the players we had at that time as well. You know, he had like a 5-year plan. I don't think he actually got through the 5 years, but I just thought he was quality. To be honest, I
no,
did really
definitely,
like him.
definitely. So obviously, it's definitely on the same wavelength here with you and Bowen and that. But I didn't realise you actually meant Jim Bowen. Very underrated.
Jimbo, yeah. Let's have a look at what you could have won.
Yeah, smashing, great, smashing.
In one, that's the plastic tea set.
Yeah, just give me 15 minutes to count this money. £2.50. Just give me 15 minutes.
Oh man, that was absolutely hilarious. And then at the end, it's like, oh, look what you've won, a fucking speedboat, and you live in Nottingham. Yeah, nice. Cheers.
Yeah, just up and down the Trent with a speedboat.
Was there like a sail on speedboats or something? Because it was
But, yeah,
always a speedboat, wasn't
they
it?
must have bought a job lot of them at some point.
And the prizes were shit, weren't they?
Yeah, yeah.
That's a set of encyclopedias. Hey.
Yeah, oh yeah. What is the old? Let's see about bully spelling.
Oh, that was hilarious, wasn't it? Oh, fucking brilliant.
Dear
All right,
me.
cheers, mate. You're all right.
Where is he there? Listen to listen to the Tony comment. Classic. Yeah. Evening, Jez. Hope you're keeping well. Yeah, I'm looking to get a caravan. Talking about a bully.
Yeah, talking about balls. What a show, though.
Oh, mate.
That was brilliant, wasn't it?
Tony was on balls off for the special prize. Was there, but he lost that on the last dart.
The best bit was like when they had two people and said, right, who's the darts player and who's answering the questions.
Oh, mate,
and
yeah.
they was both shit at both things.
It's true, they were. Yeah.
That's out the board.
Yeah.
3 shots. That's one.
Unlucky in that, Unlucky. Never mind. Till next time. So they're just saying hello to each other there.
Hilarious, man. Hilarious.
Next question. I was there. Where is it now? Come back to the one that Emios about my club. Question. Go see Forest away to Man City or a Champions League final overseas?
Oh, Champions League final overseas. 100%. I'd love to get a third so I could say, Jez, look, 3 stars, mate. 3 stars. And you ain't got one. The only thing you've got is a chocolate starfish.
Chocolate starfish. I'm looking for Arsenal fans to come on my podcast at 8:15 tonight. Any takers? I don't bite much. Only after 8:30. 8:30, that's when I start biting. Where's the other one here? Budgie's asking this other question as well. Why Anthony thinks you're a prick?
I think basically it's because I started calling Anthony a prick before, and he's the thing is with Anthony, he's only got half a brain cell, so he can only reply with the same kind of thing.
Yeah, we'll wait for the answer.
I think that's pretty much it, because I started calling him a prick. So he kind of went on with the same thing because you know what, he's on his tractor all the time and all this that and the other. So fair play to the guy. He don't get to think about all these kind of things like I do. So just keep chugging along.
There's your answer. Look, in block capitals as well. But he actually asked the actual serious question for once. What is your favourite Forest game you've been to and why?
I'd probably say I'd probably when we started playing the bigger clubs like the FA Cup games and all that kind of stuff. I mean, my favourites have always got to be the derby matches. I mean, I wish I'd have been at the one where we beat them 5-0 when Stuart Pearce was the manager. I mean, that would have been quality, but I weren't able to get to that one. But any derby match, I mean, if you want like that kind of atmosphere, which I'm sure you guys get anyway when you're playing Arsenal, or well, actually you don't know because you walk out halfway through, don't you? But you know, I mean, I would say probably the derby matches when we actually beat them. Went to Pride Park once, and you know, and I got this twat Derby fan up in the top echelons, right up there, yeah, telling me, "Come on, then, I'll kick you in the head," and all this, that, and the other. I was like, "Who the fuck do you think I am? Fucking Spider Man."
So out of nowhere, and you,
Yeah.
thanks, Jez. Smash the likes, as you say now. Let me just go to that before coming to Anthony's one there. Stephanie's asking, other than myself, my good self, who's his favourite YouTuber?
Who's my favourite? Well, I'd have to say my mate. He's a game reviewer. I think he's really good. Also, Jez's son as well. You know, a bit of a prick, but he is son. Obviously, yourself, and I don't really know, to be honest. I don't been watching that much YouTube. I like the ones that actually come out and say it like I do and just say it like it is. So a lot of them are probably a bit conspiracy theorists to what you guys think and things like that. So I don't know. Me. I'll just say me.
look at that mirror. So that. So Anthony asks you, who's your top 3 people you had on your show and why?
Top 3. None of them really. They're all fucking pricks. They're all wankers, to be honest.
Okay,
But,
who's your top 3? Who's your top 3 pricks you've had on your show and why?
Jez, obviously, because we have a great rapport and a great laugh and all that kind of stuff. And obviously, I've only had her on the show once, but Mama Flossie, who will be on the show at some point as well. And another one I'm going to say, which is only one time I've actually had him on the show, and that's Carl Rossi. Because you don't get him on the show that often. And there was a show we did ages ago, like a random stream, and he was actually on there. So, but I mean, every single one of them are awesome anyway.
Yeah.
You know, everybody I've had on the show is absolutely awesome, and I won't change it at all, to be
No.
honest.
Yeah, totally
Apart
agree
from
on that.
Anthony, that prick can fuck off.
Yeah, Carl Ross is like the what's it, the elusive Shadow, like on Only Fools and Horses, basically. Very hard to track that man down. You've met a good number of people via YouTube. Why is he your favourite? Why is Budgie your favourite?
Yeah, you're somebody I've never had on the show, which I've got to have on the show at some point. But you're just awesome, mate. I mean, I can't respect anybody anymore that can get Just Eat to deliver to your bedroom. I mean, that is just top tier, mate. Top tier. I hope one day I get to that point, but we'll see, I suppose.
That's brilliant. Yeah, never forget that one. Ian Tony, favourite era in football? Ooh, bloody hell.
I'd say like the 80s to 90s for me.
Yeah, same
You
for
know,
me.
before all this VAR bollocks and
Mm.
you know, before all this crap sort of came in that's kind of ruining the game. You know, when you got two teams that just went head to head in every game just to win the game instead of like you know, micromanaging it and all that kind of stuff. I think that's the era that I liked. I mean, if you watch any of the like old games and things like that, they proper got stuck in. You didn't even get a yellow card. I mean, you could. I mean, I don't know how you got a card back then. To be honest with you,
No, that's right. Yeah,
you
you
know.
could pole drive and break the legs of
Mm,
that. It's only a
mm,
flesh. It's all right. Don't worry. It's just fine.
yeah, football was a hell of a lot better than that. To be honest.
I like the fact that Mama says there when you said about who having a stroke, me. She's in there straight away, me.
Oh yeah, 100%, 100%.
And Budgie's saying thanks, mate. I'd love to come on the channel.
Yeah,
Not just eat. It was plated up for me. Yeah, all right.
Bro, mate. Hopefully I get there one day.
Take care, Jez. We'll catch you soon, mate. Thanks again. Thanks for coming in. Henry Sermon said, if you were top UEFA boss, what would be your first job to deal with, ye?
If I was UEFA boss, what would be my first job to deal with? Probably all these people betting for a start, because it's fucking out of order. You get a good thing in life. No, everybody else would love to have what you've got with the amount of money you've got, and then you decide to break the rules by betting and everything. I'd kick you out of football altogether. You've had your chance. You've been given an amazing major chance in football, yeah, and to build a nice life for yourself, be a millionaire, and all this, that, and the other, and you spit on it like that. I'd boot you the fuck out of football, mate. You'd never play again.
Absolutely, I agree on that one. Yep, too big.
And then get rid of diving as well. Every dive gets a red card, 100%. I mean, that means Arsenal would be playing with just a goalkeeper. Mind you, then again, they dive as well, so...
Yeah. Here comes the Arsenal team. No Arsenal team, and mind you had Jason Lee in that, you still fucking wouldn't score, would you? That's for sure.
Not a chance, mate. Not a chance. Bro, he was just different. That guy was absolutely different.
Yeah, his head already looked big on camera. Now I can see part of his head on Tony's camera as well. Emery's saying, when am I coming on your show, Tony? I'm aging faster than all of you, Lay. All of you, Lay. We're still saying Emery, don't worry.
Just stop oil.
Thanks, Mama. All you guys are awesome.
Thank you, Mama.
Yeah.
Back at you.
Absolutely. Big up every time, Mama Flossie. Luke saying, now, things like time wasting running into the corner, have they always been in football? Running into the corners.
Wasting, haven't you?
Yeah, time wasting. Running into the corner. You've seen some of the old players do that, etc.
Yeah.
You know.
You've always had time wasting, but it's been more about keeping the ball and not letting the opposition have it. You've not really had where they drop down and go, oh, cramp. I mean, I have a thing, right? And I've said it for ages. If a player goes down like that, pick him up, throw him off the fucking pitch and carry on the game.
Yeah, exactly it. Yeah, because that's what they're supposed to do anyway. Got to go, do a podcast. Cheers, Tony Yeti in chat. Thanks, Henry. Have a good show.
Take care, Henry.
So as we're getting near to this show, if you'd like to shout your good channel out, please, mate. And guys, let's make sure we get this guy up to the 200 subs. He's getting there. Let's make sure we help him get it beyond that. Yeah,
appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. It's LongHairedYeti's Cave. I'll have the FA this weekend. I'll have the FA Cup watch along, and I'll also have the playoffs on Saturday, which is Leeds against Southampton, which I'm kind of looking forward to. I think that'd be really good. I think Leeds will probably take that. And LongHairedYeti's Cave, all facts. Well, not really facts, but all fucking speaking it real and that. Great community. The community is phenomenal. My mods are just 100% on point. Yeah. And if you want to come in there and chill, have a beer and just be a nice, decent person. I mean, if you're not, I'll fucking deal with you anyway and then get bored and then get rid of you. So, thanks, Tony, for having me on. I really
it's been a pleasure, mate.
Appreciate it. It's been a hell of a lot of fun. And, just drop in there. There'll be some Football Manager coming up at some point. I'm just starting a Forest season off, so I'll probably be doing that as well. Just loads of gaming, movie reviews, and all that kind of thing.
Good, mate. Good. Let's just see the last bits in there. So that's the link for Budgie's channel, Green Street Elites. Make sure you go and give him there. Budgie said he'll sub with his other 2 accounts for you, mate. So that's great stuff.
Thank you,
Appreciate
mate.
that.
Appreciate it massively. And Mama Floss's channel as well. Make sure you follow Mama Floss's channel.
Yeah, so let's get
Loads of
yourself up.
videos, dogs and things like that. So
Brilliant.
quality channel.
And there's Yeti's link in the channel. You can see us right now. 12 likes on there as well. Thank you very much, Yeti. It's been an absolute pleasure, and as much as we get, we got to know a bit more about you.
Yeah.
The Everton thing was the one that kind of did make my eyebrows raise, and they do raise quite often these days. But it's been an absolute pleasure getting to know you and doing Spotlight. It's been a bit, great. As Mama said, thanks guys, really enjoyed this. So have we. We've really enjoyed this one.
It's been awesome, man, to have like a chat with you and with everybody in the chat as well. It's always awesome to do things like that.
Yeah, 100%. So on that note, it's time to go. But before we go, don't forget, keep it real, keep it Yeti.
Absolutely. Just one more thing, Tone.
Keep it real, keep it Yeti.
Exactly.